So, you wanna move like this on Titanfall? Then I'll show you real quick. It's quite simple actually, because there's not a lot of inputs to do. Let's say it's Titanfall is a very momentum-based game. That means you wanna keep your momentum that you build. And I'm gonna show you how to slide hop in this video, which is basically this. And as you can see, I am gaining velocity. I'm also gonna give you some other tips on how to get good movement in this game. Yeah, so basically, what you wanna do is when starting like this, as you can see, when I jump and land while crouched, I can slide, yeah. And basically that gives me a little bit of a boost, as you can see. It goes up to like 22 km an hour. And basically you just want to chain these things together and you have good movement. So like to start, you like look in the direction, you sprint. I would recommend setting here this to auto sprint. Basically you can only sprint. It helps a lot to move fast. Like as you can see, when I'm just sprinting normally, I have 14 miles per hour, which is a bit slow. And since this game is based on the Source engine, it has a limit of speed when you press W, so you can only move a certain velocity when holding W. So when doing slide hops like this, you actually do not want to hold W. You want to hold either D or A based on the direction you're going. So when you jump and land crouched, you gain some velocity. And you don't hold W, you hold either A or D and look in that same direction. So as you can see, I'm gaining velocity by that because I'm not holding W. And this is the only way to do it. And to chain together like these hops here, it's basically just like this is on keyboard, of course. I play on keyboard, so it is technically a bit harder to do than on controller. Because on controller you don't have to press crouch every time you land. So to slide up, you wanna initialize the slide, which is by going forward, jumping, and then as you're in the air, crouch, so you can slide. And as soon as you land, you wanna jump again. And after jumping, you press the slide button again. So it's like jump, slide in midair, and then slide again, you know. So you go forward, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide, jump, slide. And this will give you velocity if you don't hold W. So you start by holding W and doing this once. This is by holding W. And then you want to, as you land, like still while you're in midair, you want to release the W button and either hold A or D and then look in the same direction. So it's like this. I'll show the inputs on screen then, because it is a bit complicated to understand when I'm like talking. So to start off, you really want to just learn how to like only holding W, doing this, which is basically running, holding W, jump, crouch, jump, crouch, jump, crouch. So, and then to like gain velocity, you have to press the side keys. And you do this by just doing the simple this here, and then you jump and you do that thing that I just showed. So basically it's like this, and as you can see, instead of holding W, I hold like A and then look in that same direction, which would be left. And yeah, it gives you a bit of speed. Now, very important thing, if you don't want to like move at 20k per hour, like miles per hour or something like that, you really want to move like in a consistent motion with your mouse. So as you can see, I'm gaining velocity by holding like a constant, how can I say, rather like rotation, I guess. And there's also specific angles, like if I only move my mouse slightly, I'm not gaining any velocity, as you can see. And if I hold too much, like, I'll also not gain velocity. So there's like a perfect speed at which you move your mouse, where you can gain speed. I think that's a bit complicated. When starting is strafe lurching, which is basically when you jump, you can readjust. This is only a thing on keyboard, so if you play controller, you don't have this issue. But like this is strafe lurching, where you can, after jumping, holding W, you can press A or D just a bit later to like change direction. You wanna avoid this because it can you can lose velocity by doing this. Like, so yeah, strafe lurching is definitely an issue. So you will have to avoid that, and it will come naturally. One issue when strafe lurching is when changing directions. Like when you go in one direction, you only have to hold one key, so it's easier. But when changing directions, you don't want to press it too early. Like for example, as you can see, when I'm like jumping and I hit the peak of the jump, it's not really much strafe lurching. So this is not strafe lurching. This is just the default movement of Titanfall. And as you can see, when I go forward and do this, I won't really change direction that much, so I won't lose that much speed. But if I do it too early, I will gain a lot of horizontal movement to like right or left. So yeah, you want to avoid doing this, like this here, you know, strafe lurching. This is bad for you. It will lose your velocity. And also, when on walls, you will on jump off reach 27 to 29 miles per hour on average, and that is a big speed gain, you know. So you wanna keep that. So it's best to initialize a slide hop after you jump off a wall. So you see, now I'm at 27 and I can keep gaining velocity till I get to 30 or even more. So that is really good. And as you can see, like if I don't move my mouse too much, I will lose speed. But if I move it a bit more and like when you find the perfect angle, you can gain a bunch of speed, as you can see. Also very important is wall kicking, which is basically instantly when you like, instead of doing the wall run like this, you do it like this and you instantly jump off. Now this will only benefit you if you are already over 27 miles per hour, because otherwise you will not have the full boost of the wall run. So you wanna do like this, you know, gain a bit of velocity, and then when you get to a wall and you are fast, you wanna instantly jump to get some extra speed. So like, you go to a wall, right? You do the normal wall run, and then instantly after you land, you wanna jump off from the wall. This will gain you speed based on how good you do it. So like, you want a shallow angle when landing on the wall and instantly jump off. As you can see, I'm already going 30 miles per hour. You can go 40 miles per hour if you do it good. As you can see, I just gained a bunch of speed. And yeah, when you get good at this, you can avoid enemies and stuff like that. So definitely important thing to learn. Alright guys, see you next video, next stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll link my Twitch right here if you wanna come and see for yourself. I did only stream in German for a bit, but I think I'm gonna change to English because more viewers will join. And yeah. Alright, see you guys in the next video.